Night presses down on a ruined German town in the spring of 1945. A woman lies on a wooden floor inside a requisitioned schoolhouse. The windows are broken. Cold air moves through shattered glass. Boots scrape outside. American voices carry through the dark, low, and controlled. She does not understand the words, but she understands the tone, order, alertness, no shouting, no drunken laughter, no sudden kicks at the door. She keeps her coat pulled tight around her shoulders. Her hands shake, not from cold alone. For years, sleep meant danger. Bombs, drunken soldiers, raids in the night. Now armed men stand guard, rifles held steady, eyes scanning the street. She closes her eyes. Hours pass. No one comes. No one touches her. At dawn, her voice is barely audible. She speaks to another woman beside her. "I have not slept safely," she whispers, "since the war began." Germany, in 1945, is collapsing under its own weight. By March, Allied forces have crossed the Rhine. The Western Front has broken open. American armies push east through the Ruhr and central Germany. Cities lie in ruins. Transportation networks are shattered. Food supplies are exhausted. The German state still exists on paper, but its authority is fractured. Millions of civilians are on the move. Refugees flee Soviet advances from the east. Others flee Allied bombing from the west. Women, children, and the elderly make up most of the population left behind. Many German men are dead, captured, or still fighting. The United States Army advances with overwhelming material strength. By 1945, American forces are highly mechanized. They move with tanks, trucks, artillery, and constant air support. Supply lines stretch back across the Atlantic. Food, fuel, and ammunition flow in abundance. U.S. commanders operate under strict rules of engagement. Discipline is enforced. Looting is punished. Violence against civilians is prohibited. This doctrine is not perfect, but it is real. Germany's civilian population has lived under total war since 1939. The Nazi regime mobilized society completely. Women worked in factories. Teenagers served in anti-aircraft units. Civil defense became a daily routine. Air raids intensified after 1942. British and American bombers destroyed urban centers at night and by day. By 1945, more than half of Germany's housing stock in major cities is damaged or destroyed. Millions sleep in basements, cellars, or makeshift shelters. As defeat becomes inevitable, Nazi authority weakens. Local officials flee or commit suicide. Police units disband. Foreign forced laborers escape. Displaced persons roam the countryside. Order breaks down. For many German women, the final months of the war are the most dangerous. Reports of violence, especially in areas reached by the Red Army, spread rapidly. Fear becomes constant. Rumors move faster than facts. When American troops enter towns, they establish control quickly. Roadblocks go up, curfews are imposed, weapons are confiscated, civilians are registered. Women associated with Nazi organizations, military units, or administrative offices are detained. Some are clerks, some are nurses, some are simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. They are classified as prisoners of war or security detainees. They are guarded. They are questioned. For the women held under U.S. guard, the experience is disorienting. The enemy they were warned about looks different from propaganda. American soldiers are young. Many are polite. Some are curious. They hand out cigarettes. They share chocolate with children. Orders are followed. Violence is controlled. The human angle begins with exhaustion. German women in 1945 are physically depleted. Rations have been cut repeatedly. Calories are scarce. Soap is rare. Medical care is minimal. Sleep has been interrupted for years. Bomb alarms, evacuations, forced labor shifts. The presence of soldiers in the home, often hostile, often drunk. Fear has become routine. Under U.S. custody, fear does not vanish. Interrogation is expected. Revenge is feared. Shame is constant. Yet something changes. Guards are posted outside, not inside. Orders are given clearly. Lights go out at set times. No one enters without permission. For the first time in years, night passes without intrusion. Sleep comes slowly, then deeply. The tactical angle is defined by control. American doctrine emphasizes securing rear areas. Commanders know that chaos behind the lines can slow advances. Military police units accompany infantry. Temporary detention centers are established quickly. Schools, factories, and town halls are repurposed. Perimeters are marked, sentries are rotated, logs are kept. This discipline serves a military purpose. A calm population means fewer uprisings. Clear rules prevent revenge killings. Captured personnel can be processed efficiently. Information can be gathered without force. By 1945, U.S. intelligence units are experienced. They know how to separate civilians from combatants. They know how to document identities. Technological superiority reinforces this control. Radios connect units instantly. Vehicles move guards and detainees efficiently. Electric generators provide light. Searchlights illuminate perimeters at night. For civilians used to blackout conditions and fuel shortages, this is striking. Order feels predictable. The technological angle also includes logistics. American soldiers eat hot meals regularly. They receive mail. They rotate out of combat zones. Morale is managed. A soldier who sleeps and eats well is less likely to abuse civilians. This matters in occupied Germany. From the enemy perspective, defeat is total. German forces in the West are shattered. The Wehrmacht has lost mobility. Fuel shortages cripple armor units. Air cover is non-existent. American aircraft dominate the sky. For German officers, surrender to U.S. forces becomes preferable. They expect better treatment than from the Soviets. This belief extends to civilians. Propaganda collapses when reality intrudes. The enemy does not behave as promised. There is no mass slaughter. There is no immediate retribution. Instead, there is paperwork, questions, guards with checklists. This contrast leaves a deep impression on those detained. The turning point comes with the formal collapse of resistance. In April 1945, U.S. forces reach the Elbe River. Contact is made with Soviet units. Germany is cut in half. The Ruhr pocket is eliminated. More than 300,000 German troops are captured in the West. Civil authority disintegrates completely. Detention camps expand rapidly. Women previously held temporarily are now processed. Some are released, some are transferred. Interrogations become methodical. Names are recorded. Affiliations are checked. The war's end is no longer abstract. It is administrative. For the woman who whispered about sleep, the moment is quiet. No gunfire, no explosions. Just the realization that the night passed without fear. That realization carries weight. It marks a psychological shift. Survival changes from endurance to recovery. On May 7, 1945, Germany signs unconditional surrender. Hostilities cease the next day. For those under guard, the war ends in stages. Weapons are stacked, uniforms are removed, guards remain, but the threat recedes. The aftermath unfolds slowly. Millions of German POWs are held in Allied camps. Civilians are screened for Nazi involvement. Food shortages worsen temporarily. Cities remain in ruins. Displaced persons camps fill across Germany. For women detained by U.S. forces, outcomes vary. Some are released within days. Others remain in custody for months. Denazification processes begin. Questionnaires are issued. Employment histories are examined. The occupation becomes structured. Strategically, the U.S. shifts from combat to governance. Military government units take control. Civil services are restarted. Police forces are rebuilt under supervision. Courts reopen. Schools resume classes. The emphasis moves from stability over punishment. The psychological impact lasts longer. For many German civilians, the first safe sleep under Allied guard becomes a dividing line. Before, there was fear without end. After, there is uncertainty, but also restraint. Memory records the difference. Losses are immense. Germany has lost millions of lives. Cities are destroyed. Families are fractured. Trust is gone. Yet survival creates space for reflection. War teaches through contrast. Total war erases safety. Order restores it slowly. The whispered sentence is not about gratitude or forgiveness. It is about relief. Safety, once absent, becomes visible only when it returns. The end of the war is not marked by cheers for everyone. For some, it is marked by sleep.